Hi and welcome to Steve Chats Wrestling, hashtag SCW right here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. You can subscribe right now, leave any comments in the comments section, like and share the video. It's brought to you via ringsidenews.com. This particular video going to give you updates on potential returns to WWE for John Morrison, Mickie James, and also the future of Zack Sabre Jr. who's involved in the Cruiserweight Classic. Going to start with John Morrison. It's said that Vince McMahon is very high on the idea of bringing him back to the company. Some within WWE expect to see Morrison back on WWE weekly programming before the year is over, which is very interesting considering that Morrison's status with Lucha Underground. For those who are unaware, that Morrison is positioned at the top of the card or around the top of the area of the card for Lucha and wrestles under the name of Johnny Mundo. With that being said, Vince is still very intent on bringing back former superstars to help the roster depth. Now, for me, John Morrison, be very interesting to see if he would come back to WWE. Of course, now all of season 3 of Lucha Underground apparently is recorded from what I'm aware of, which is going to be coming back on our airs on September the 7th, which if you haven't seen Lucha Underground, then make sure you check it out. It's a fantastic show. Would John Morrison want to come back on a weekly basis? It's unknown really at this point, but I mean, if the money was right, then personally for me, I'd be very high on seeing John Morrison back in WWE. I think he could be very helpful on either the Raw or the SmackDown rosters. Particularly SmackDown needs perhaps a bit more help in the mid-card area, but would WWE have higher aspirations for him? I mean, I know Morrison would want to go towards the top end of the card and probably would look for guarantees of that should he want to come back to WWE. A fantastic athlete, and certainly would be good to see him back amongst the WWE elites. I certainly would be a fan on that. We'll next look then for maybe WWE teasing a return for Mickie James. Now, WWE did an article on their website of the hottest free agents on the market right now, and it went on to say, do Raw and SmackDown Live have James on the brain? New blood and has invigorated the women's division in WWE, but few would argue that seeing a veteran like Mickie James come to Raw or SmackDown Live to square off with the likes of Sasha Banks, Charlotte or Becky Lynch would be a sight to behold. That list also included Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, The Undertaker, Nikki Bella, The Brian Kendrick, Bayley, Crime Time, Carlito, the Great Khali of all people, and Tajiri. Now, personally for me, is that a sign that Mickie James could be coming back? Well, potentially, it could do. WWE, of course, are looking to actively fill up their rosters and give a bit more depth to it. Do they need many more women's wrestlers on there? Perhaps they could do 1 or 2 more on each show. There's been rumours that Victoria would come back as well to the SmackDown roster, as well as, I mean, Nikki Bella is potentially looking to come back to SmackDown when she returns. Would Mickie James be a good addition? I think she personally would. Also very interesting would be then, would that be the key to seeing Magnus come into WWE? Now, Magnus is the partner of Mickie James, so it'd be very interesting to see if there would be a link there as well. Of course, Magnus was the TNA former World Heavyweight Champion, has also been a Global Force Wrestling Champion as well. It'd be very interesting to see a Brit definitely come into the market of WWE. Speaking of Brits then, Zack Sabre Jr. Has been linked for a long time with a deal with WWE, potentially taking part in the Cruiserweight Classic, but that doesn't seem to be the case for now. It says that Dave Meltzer has reported that almost all indications say that Sabre Jr. will not be signing for the moment. He's told people his goals outside of WWE and he wants to achieve them first. So for me, I would love to see Sabre Jr. a part of WWE. This Cruiserweight division looks very exciting. The Cruiserweight Classic going on at the moment, fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. I've been watching all the weeks so far. Some fantastic matches and definitely some talent there that I'd love to see on Raw each and every week. But would you want to see Sabre Jr. part of the WWE roster? Who do you want to see signed from the Cruiserweight Classic to be taking part on Raw, a part of the Cruiserweight division each and every week? Let me now know in the comments section. What do you think of the returns potentially that could happen? Do you want to see those guys come in, or would you like to see them part of the roster? Let me know who else you'd like to see signed as well. And while you're at it, do subscribe to the channel. Don't forget you've been watching Steve Chats Wrestling right here on YouTube.com. Thank you for watching. Like and share the videos. Make sure you leave a comment and subscribe.